Next question.
Props to Alana. Yeah, you're
Love you, baby.
Awesome. Kind of a next question, which I paired these two together because this one relates to it. How do you deal with being away from family and loved ones?
I'm odd. I always have been. I think this might be where I might be a little bit like you. Do you ever I don't really miss people.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know. I can see it. Okay, you know. I don't miss people because I know I'm going to see them again. Even I love my daughters. Love my daughters. And I'll walk in the house and they're better than puppies, right? They jump on me and I get, daddy. It's the 7-year-old still does it. I get kisses. I get hugs. I get, where were you? You were gone so long. But like today, I haven't spoken to them. And I don't miss them. I know that they're out there. Like, but on a certain level, when I do get home, I'm real happy to be home.
Yeah.
Like you were saying to me on the phone, like you just want to get home. Mm-hmm. But when I'm away from home,
you're in the game.
Yes, especially for this, I guess, because I'm here to promote the book and I'm here to hang out with you guys. So I'm like, I'm looking forward. And it's like when my dad was crying in the parking lot before I went on my first mission ever. To me, it was like, what's the big deal, dude? I'll be back in 6 months. And you know, my best buddies, you know, the guys that I was happy didn't die in combat, I've talked to them every 3 to 6 months. You know, I just talked to the leader of that Green Beret team that I work so much with just the other day after 2 years of not actually speaking, you know, a couple messages on Facebook and this. It's weird for me.
Yeah, I'm very similar. I don't feel the need to continually update people or talk to people. And my best example is a guy I went through SEAL training with, did 3 platoons with him at SEAL Team 1, was in training cell with him at SEAL Team 1. And he was my roommate that entire time. So 8 years or so, we did everything together, drank together, hung out together, everything we did. And then I got moved to Virginia Beach for 2 years. Didn't talk to him. Not one single time.
Not a letter, not a phone call.
Not a letter, not a phone call, nothing. Came back, saw him. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Oh, yeah. Hey, you want a burger with us? You know what I mean? It was just like nothing.
You picked it right up.
Picked it right up. And that's how I always feel. Yeah. So, and I kind of do that with my family, at least. And, you know, I'm assuming that this person is a guy that's thinking about being on deployment without his family. And so, yeah. And again, what I talked about earlier is I'm going to compartmentalize and say, and I'll tell you, I didn't want to talk to my wife and kids every day at all when I was on deployment. I didn't want. You could do it. I mean, if you were on base, you could do it. I mean, for those of you that don't know overseas, most places overseas right now, you got internet, you got satellite phone, you can call home, I did not want to do that with my wife and with my family.
When was your first deployment?
2003, 2004.
That was your first one ever?
Oh, no. My first deployment was in 92, 93.
Yeah. Mine was Kosovo, 99. You called home you had one phone. Mm. It was 7-second delay. And you got 15 minutes a week. Maybe it was 4-second delay. I just know it sucked.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as email. Email in 99, first of all, I didn't even have an email.
Yeah.
And so there was one guy on base who was the geek. And he would go back to the main camp where they had the interweb. And you had to give him your email and the password. And he would download your messages onto a CD-ROM, come back with it, and print it off on the clerk's computer for you. I wonder if our type of thinking about it is a response from the fact that we just didn't have it the first time. And then between 99 and 2006. In 2006, I had a sat phone in my pocket for everywhere I went. I could have called home all day, every day. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, first of all, it's a treat. And second of all, I got a lot of work to do.
You got a job to do.
And I can't be worrying about... one time I was on the phone and a shot went over my head. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dad, I got to go. Hey, you know, and then I think your guy, Chris Kyle, In his book, he talks about being on the phone and then a gunfight starts.
Yeah.
And his wife listens to the gunfight because he forgot to hang up the phone. Are you kidding me? Putting your family through that? But I think maybe our situation is that we came from the generation where that just wasn't an option anyway. So I would love to talk to some of the newer guys about this subject.
I did 3 shipboard deployments as a SEAL. So we used to deploy on ships. And the first one I went on, we didn't even have internet. So it was old school. You'd get mail, written mail.
But that was the norm.
Once every 30 days or 35 days, it'd be like mail call. Everyone would be all excited. But I think that definitely conditions you to not be addicted to having that. And I don't think you're helping the home front either to call every day and say, I miss you so much. I can't wait to come
I don't know
home.
if it helps the home front either.
I think it actually is a little bit painful for the home front.
I was talking to one of the wives the other day of some of our guys that are deployed.
Don't get mad at me, ladies. But I'm just
Well,
saying.
there's a lot of ladies that are deployed too nowadays.
That's true.
But I was talking to a wife of a guy I know, and she says, I haven't heard from so-and-so for like 4 days. I'm like, huh? I'm like, he's probably on op. Like, you know what he does for a living. You know exactly what he does for a living. Ops can take a while. She's like, yeah, but usually he gets back to me, and I'm like, obviously he's on a long op. But they're conditioned now to always hear back from you.
And you know what? You talked about this in your book, which is life's going to go on.
Yeah.
And I think that's something, too, that will help. You know, if you're like for this guy that's going to be gone for a long time, and how's he going to deal with it? Accept the fact that life's going to go on. And just be cool with that. Things are going to change. Things are going to get remodeled. There's going to be some new rugs in the house.
Yeah.
There's going to be a new piece of furniture.
The fridge might break, and she'll go get a new one.
Exactly.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
And just be cool with it.
Yeah. If you don't like the color she picks, say, thanks for getting the new fridge, honey. Thanks for taking care of that. Because I was busy protecting freedoms and democracy of the world.
All right.